Yeah, 3 points, right? You said non-cost items, method of depreciation, method of valuation of opening and closing stock. Yeah, this is what we have done. Okay, and last is left under and over recovery of overheads, which I said I will be discussing it today. Okay, to understand, कल मैंने ये भी नहीं बताया था over and under valuation of stock. What does that concept mean? Okay, so look here, this example. Look at this example. Okay, sure. Just try and understand the example, students. So this is my cost books and this is my finance books. Okay, तो cost books हमेशा पहले बनता है. First step is cost books, फिर finance book. उल्टा नहीं होता है. Finance book के बाद cost book बनता है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. It is always first cost books and then it is finance books. Okay. Next. So, you know where opening stock comes, right? So I'm writing it here. Opening stock debit side. 50,000. And in finance books, say my opening stock is which is this 50. I'll make this as 40. Okay, 40,000. Okay, so keep this as the base because ये पहले बनता है, so this will be the base. Okay, और compare these two. Okay, so when you compare these two, you will come to know that the valuation of cost books is more. So this is called as overvaluation. बराबर ना? कॉस्ट बुक्स पहले बनता है, फाइनेंस बुक्स बाद में बनता है. तो कॉस्ट बुक से कंपेयर करो तो ये 50,000 है, इधर 40,000 है. Okay, so it is overvaluation of opening stock in cost books. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I will say one more thing over here. Overvaluation. Okay, so just remember one thing: if it is overvalued in one book, it indicates it is undervalued in the other book. And why does this happen? Obviously, it happens maybe because your stock register you have recorded with FIFO, but your opening stock in the trading account, okay, is recorded by weighted average method. Okay, ऐसा क्यों होता है? ऐसा होता है because of income tax. Income tax act does not accept FIFO; they accept weighted average cost method. Okay, so that is why there will be different in the valuation. So either 50 है, either 40 इसलिए आएगा. समझ में आया? Is this clear to everyone? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Overvaluation समझा क्या होता है और क्यों होता है? Yeah, because of difference in valuation of stock, difference in the method. Okay, you have to keep cost books as the base and then. Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you, students. Thanks for the acknowledgement. Okay, next इसका उल्टा लिख देंगे हम opening stock. Opening closing stock, sorry, closing stock. तो closing stock किधर आता है? Credit side. So closing stock, say my answer is 60,000. FIFO और finance books में credit side closing stock. Say my answer here is 80. Okay, so keep this as the base. This should be the base. And now compare. Okay, So tell me, this example is example of what? Undervaluation or overvaluation? Write in the chat box. Closing stock undervalue हुआ है कि overvalue हुआ है? Anya, undervaluation. Okay, anyone? Ruchi, undervaluation. Okay. Chanchal, undervaluation. Samitha, undervaluation. Asmita, undervaluation. Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's the right answer, students. This is example of undervaluation. Okay. अगर इधर अंडर वैल्यूएशन हुआ है मतलब कहीं कहीं मतलब क्या फाइनेंस बुक्स में ओवर वैल्यूएशन हुआ, ठीक है। तो अपने को वो फंडे में नहीं पढ़ना है कि इधर अंडर ओवर हुआ, अपने को कॉस्ट बुक्स में देखने का क्या हुआ है, अंडर वैल्यूएशन हुआ है कि ओवर। डोंट think about finance book, think about cost book because that book is maintained first. Okay, so whatever will be given in the question you have to think cost books में इसका क्या इफेक्ट है, अंडर हुआ या ओवर वैल्यू हुआ, समझ में आया? ओके, ये सब सम्स में काम आएगा। हाँ, ऑल दिस लॉजिक्स विल बी important for sum solving. Okay, so note down this example, because I told you later on I will delete all these things. I will only keep sums because that is what I want to pass on to you. ठीक है, ये सब नोट डाउन करके रखो for your reference. Okay, overvaluation and undervaluation. Next, under recovery and over recovery of overheads. Now let us come to this. अभी ओवरहेड्स में तो मेरे पास कितने ओवरहेड्स है? How many overheads do I have? 3. So I'll give you example of all 3. Okay. I have what? I have factory overheads. I have office overheads. And I have selling and distribution overheads. Okay. Yeah. So same example लेते हैं. I'll put it here. This will be better. So this is my cost books. This is my finance books. Okay. I'll take first example of factory overheads. 40,000. Factory overheads 42,000. चलो बोलो क्या हुआ है, अंडर रिकवरी है ओवर रिकवरी है? think and give me the answer. This is an example of what? Under recovery or over recovery? Okay, Asmita over, Sanya saying over recovery, Shruti, Sharon, Samidha, Ruchi, Swapnil. Okay, fine. Yeah, great. This is an example of over recovery. Okay. Okay, Nandini also give the right answer. So this is an example of over recovery. Okay. So what do you have to compare? You have to compare it with the cost sheet. Cost books will be your base. ठीक है? So ये 40, ये 32. तो कितने से over recovery हुआ है? 8,000 से. Okay. So recovery word you will not use for stock. Stock के लिए you use the word valuation. Recovery word is used for expenses, overheads के लिए. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Next, to admin overheads. Okay, this is 10,000 and 2 admin overheads. Say this is 16,000. Now, which example is this? Hinal, Sanya, Tanisha, Aditi, Nandini, Asmita, Samudha, Shruti, Sharon. Okay, yeah, students. Very good. It's an example of under recovery. Yeah. Thank you, students. Good. So this is an example of under recovery. अभी समझ गया ना? Okay. So I don't have to explain about now selling and distribution, right? Is it clear? वरना एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल भी लिख देती हूँ मैं सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का. Selling and distribution. Say this is 12,000. अच्छा चलो थोड़ा वेरिएशन करते हैं. अब बोलो क्या हुआ? Now what? 12 and there is also it is 12. The variation किया right मैंने क्या अब क्या what to do now? Both the books it is 12. Now what to do? Penal no recovery. Okay. Fine. So no recovery मतलब क्या? Reconciliation में आएगा ही नहीं. जब तुम्हारा फिगर सेम है दोनों बुक्स पर तो आप रिकंसाइल क्या करो? There's nothing to reconcile. आप कब reconciliation करते हो? जब figures mismatch होते हैं. जब figures match नहीं होते वो reconcile होता है. Reconcile means what? To rectify. Okay? तो जब इधर भी 12,000 है, इधर भी 12,000 है, तो rectification के लिए कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. Understood? Is this clear? Yeah. Okay? Clear? तो ऐसे भी transactions होंगे sums में where there will be no recovery या no valuation like this. तो क्या करने का? Ignore करना है. अपने को उसको लेना ही नहीं है reconciliation में. Sums solve करते वक्त we don't have to consider items which have the same value, which is same in cost sheet also and which is same in P&L account also. Okay? Clear? Clear everyone about this concept? Nothing to reconcile. Yeah. This is no reconciliation. Because the figures are same. Okay, acknowledge it in the chat box. All the reasons are clear to everyone. All the 4 reasons. All these 4 reasons will come in sum solving also. Okay, all these 4 reasons. Non-cost items, method of depreciation, method of valuation of stock, and under and over recovery of overheads. All this will be there in the sum solving. Yeah, it should be. Deenal, what have you written? It should be recovery. Right? I mean, I didn't get it. What are you asking? No. Achha, you're talking here. What I have written. No. I should. Why should I write here no recovery? No recovery means no reconciliation. Reconcile कुछ होगा ही नहीं. Okay, that is why I've written that word. No reconciliation. Understood? So no recovery करके ऐसा कुछ term ही नहीं होता है. It means not to be reconciled. Clear, Hina? Sorry, Hinal. Okay, fine. चलो. Okay. अभी चलो सम सॉल्विंग पे आते हैं. सम कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं? ओके, तो स्टेप्स टू सॉल्व सम्स. तो ये एक क्वेश्चन है, तो मैं क्वेश्चन के साथ साथ ही आपको सम सॉल्विंग बता दूंगी, सो इट विल बिकम इजियर फॉर यू. ओके, तो एक मैंने छोटा सा क्वेश्चन लिया है, बहुत ही छोटा क्वेश्चन है. ओके, ये इंटरनल एग्जाम्स में ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. ओके, सो आई हैव टू एक्सप्लेन यू फर्स्ट दी स्मॉल स्मॉल सम्स. Okay, because internal exams may these small sums will come for 5 marks, and first we will do all small sums, then only I jump to the bigger sums. Okay, so see the 5 marks and see the 15 marks wale sum pe aayenge. Okay, so you have two types of sums in reconciliation. The first one is where uh, profits will be given to you and certain adjustments will be given to you. और एक टाइप का सम है जहाँ पे आपको कॉस्ट शीट बनाना है और पीएनएल अकाउंट बनाना है और फिर रिकंसिलिएशन करना है. ओके, सो देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ सम्स with you. This is type 1. I'm writing it here. Type 1. Just write it like this. Net profit as per cost books or net loss as per cost books or net profit as per finance books or net profit, sorry, net loss as per finance books is given. So this is the first variety. Use these abbreviations. NPCB, net profit as per cost books, NLCB, net loss as per cost books, NPFB, net profit as per finance books, NLFB, net loss as per finance books is given. Okay, तो steps भी आप साथ साथ में बेटा लिख लेना आप लोग सब लोग. I will tell you the steps. Just jot it down. फर्स्ट टू सम्स के लिए याद रखना, बाकी फिर एक बार वंस वी स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग सम तो आपको याद ही हो जाएगा. Just see this question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 items are given. Okay. Now, तो सबसे पहले आप क्या ढूंढने वाले हो सम में? नेट प्रॉफिट या नेट लॉस? सीधा हाईलाइट करते हैं सब. Profit as per cost accounts. Okay. So this means net profit as per cost books. समझ में आया? Acknowledge it in the chat box. The question paper में for reconciliation, the first thing you're going to search is this. Okay, whether it is net profit as per cost books or finance books or net loss. Okay, okay, fine, yeah. Thank you students. ठीक है, सबसे पहले ये ढूंढने का नेट प्रॉफिट है, नेट लॉस है और कौन से बुक्स में, कॉस्ट बुक्स में कि फाइनेंस बुक्स में. Okay, right. Now see, if you look here, what they've said, from the following details, find out profit and loss as per financial accounts. Okay, so this is what they have asked. Profit and loss as per financial accounts. Let's see. So they have asked you to calculate net profit or net loss as per finance books. Okay, so this you have to calculate either of the one. Right? So net profit as per cost books, and opposite, what are you going to get? So this part is given. This is given in the question, and you have to calculate. So it will be always like this. You will start with one book, that is cost books, and then you will get the answer for the other book, that is finance books. Or You can start with finance books and you will get the answer of the other book, that is cost books. Is it clear? Just acknowledge it in the chat box. Is it? And start. Net profit as per cost books. This is given in the question. How much? 2,70,000. Right here, 2,70,000. Okay, and right here given. Okay, now इसके बाजू में you have to do working note. Okay, write it. Working note. So working note के लिए what you have to prepare is this. This is a rough table. Cost books and finance book का एक rough table बनाओ सिर्फ. Okay, so I'm making that a rough table. छोटा सा, just for your reference and nothing else. So that it becomes easy for you to know कि add करना है कि less करना है. बस, only for that. एक rough table T shape का, मतलब ledger shape का. And this you will have to do in every sum. Okay, मतलब I'll teach you with working note only because it is easy, foolproof भी है. Answers का guarantee भी होता है. Write your cost books, finance books. Okay, so this is ledger ही है ये. This is just like a ledger. So this is my debit side. Yeah. So this is my debit side. This is first sum, so I'm writing all this. Debit side, this is my credit side. So debit side indicates what? It indicates profit. Debit side indicates what, dear? It indicates expenses and losses. Credit side indicates profits and incomes. Right in both the books. Okay? Yeah. By the time, give your attendance also in the chat box. Attention for working on also. Okay? Question में क्या बोला है? Net profit as per cost books. So it's here. Profit, right? Here, this side. Net profit as per cost books. So give this sign and start with a minus sign from here, from where the balance starts. Plus sign here and opposite sign in the other book. तो ये डेबिट में प्लस था तो इधर माइनस हो जाएगा, क्रेडिट में इधर माइनस था तो इधर प्लस हो जाएगा. ओके, डोंट फॉरगेट दिस. यहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है ये, so highlight it. Okay, net profit as per cost books. Start your sign from there, minus, plus, and opposite sign in the other book. Okay, and now see the first thing, under absorption of factory overheads. Okay, so if nothing is mentioned means it is under absorbed where? In cost books. Okay, so that means it is under recovery. The opposite is what? Over recovery. So it is over recovered where? In finance books. So this is my finance books here. Factory overheads. Okay, amount is 12,500. So right here in finance books. Nothing is mentioned means it is cost books में entry हुआ है. This one. Under absorption of factory overheads, nothing is mentioned, so by default it is cost books. Okay, but since we don't record under recovery, we record over absorptions. That means it is over absorbed what? If it is under recovered in one book, that means it is over absorbed in the other book. 12,500. Next is overvaluation of closing stock of raw material in cost books. Okay, so raw material. Raw material is debit. So here is my cost books on the debit side. So to raw material. Amount is 8,600. Next, depreciation under recovered in cost books. So depreciation is debit. So in finance books, to depreciation. How much? 3,700. So right here, 3,700. Last, absorption, over absorption of admin overheads. Admin overheads, debit side. कुछ नहीं बोला है तो cost books. So to admin overheads, over absorption. 9,800. So 9,800. Okay. So I'm writing the step here, students, for you all. So step number 1 is what? Step number 1, mark in cost books or finance books. This is what I did, right? Then second, record only next, record only over or only overvaluation of stock in cost books or finance books. Record only over recovery of overheads in cost books or finance books. And fourth, record notional expenses in cost books only. And record non-cost items in finance books only. Okay, so this is what you have to remember. This too will depend on the question. Okay. Notional expenses are estimated expenses. That is why it will come only in cost books. Non-cost items तो आपको पता है, it does not appear in cost books. So that means it will appear only in finance books. Next, see. No recording under valuation, only over valuation. किसी बुक में अंडर वैल्यू हुआ है मतलब ऑपोजिट बुक में ओवर वैल्यू हुआ है, आपको वही रिकॉर्ड करना है. सी यू लुक इनटू दिस वर्किंग नोट, सी एवरीवेयर आई हैव रिकॉर्ड ओनली ओवर वैल्यूएशंस. समझ में आया? Acknowledge it in the chat box. And these steps will be repeated in all the sums. No? This one, yeah. Zaruri, all the 5 things will be there in the question. Yeah, there can be first 2, first 3. Yeah, so they are estimated expenses. Okay? So बस हो गया. Okay? अभी क्या? इधर सिर्फ add less करने का. Add and less the items and you will get the answer. Anyways, that we will do in the next lecture. Okay? The next lecture we will do few more sums, short sums.